Hello, my name is Mkakomeni Alfredin. I'm going to narrate the project we called The Creation and the Recreation of Venus under the goal of experience art. Let us see the outline. The first point is all about the overview of Titiana, the overview of Manet, Titiana's Venus of Urban, where we focus on the subject and the style. And also we're gonna see the Manet is Olympia and we focus on its subject matter and style. Compare and contrast both Titiana's Venus of Urban and Manet Olympia. And also we proceed by seeing historical and cultural context in which both arts were created. And also the last point all about the reference list of each in-text citation that I used. Let us see the overview of Titiana. First of all, he's called Tiziano Veselio and he was born 1485 and he died 1576. He was also a greatest Venetian artist of the 16th century who gained international fame, and he contributed to all major areas of Renaissance art: painting, altarpieces, portraits, mythologies, and pastoral landscape figures. Let us see about the overview of Manet. He was the eldest son of an official in the French Ministry of Justice, and from his son, he had early hopes of becoming a naval officer. He studied or he pursued the art career in Paris and he studied with Thomas Couture and diligently copied works at the Musée du Louvre. In 1861, at the age of 29, like Manet had, when he had 29 years old, he was awarded the Salon's honorable mention for the Spanish singer. Let us see the description of Titiana's Venus of Urban by focusing on its subject matter and style. By observing these photos, you see that, like, from my own analysis, the subject matter, it's all about the domestic goddess and the importance of the erotic dimension within a marriage, and its style is Renaissance. About the description of Manet's Olympia, also by focusing on its subject matter and style. Its subject matter, like when you observe this image of a nude woman, it represents prostitution, and its style is realism. And the reason why it is realism, it's like prostitution, it is a real thing that's likely to be, and it is the experience from our real life. Also, let us see about the similarities which are between Titiana's Venus of Urban and Manet's Olympia. Like both women, they sleep on the bed and they have servants or maids. They are nude without any clothes. On the feet of each one there is kind of animal. Both they use the flowers and also they wear hand jewelry. Let us see about the difference between Venus of Urban and Manet's Urban. These are the photos or the images of both arts, and the main difference is it is sacred by different colors, and let us see about its description of the differences which are between the. First of all, Venus of Eurobin, it shows domestic goddess and the importance of eulotic dimension within marriage, whereas Manet's Olympia, it shows prostitution as its subject matter. About the Venus of Eurobin, that nude woman has two white maids in the background, whereas the Manet's Olympia, seeing that nude woman, has only one black maid. Also, Venus of Eurobin, in the foreground, there is a blonde dog beside of her feet, whereas on Manet's Olympia used a black cat below her feet, which shows protection and the prostitution. She has a bouquet of flowers in her right hand. I'm saying about the Venus of Eurobin, and by watching Manet's Olympia, her servant is giving her a bouquet of flowers. Let us say about the historical and cultural context and about the Venus of Eurobin. It was done by Tiziana, known as Tiziano Veserio, born and died in 1485 until 1576. She was a Venetian artist of the 16th century who gained international fame, and the Venus of Eurobin occurred in the Renaissance period or during the Renaissance period. About the Manet's Olympia, the eldest son of an official in the French Ministry of Justice, who born in 1832 and died in 1883. Also, Manet, he pursued the art career in Paris. In 1861, he was awarded the Salon's honorable mention for the Spanish singer. By proceeding with also the historical and the cultural context about the Venus of Eurobin and Manet's Olympia. In Venus of Eurobin, as we said, that took place during the Renaissance period, where the Renaissance period describes the intellectual and economic change that occurred in Europe from 14th through 16th centuries. And the writers and the artists of the Renaissance were creating for their masterpieces in Italy. And this means that Renaissance occurred in Italy, found in a European continent. Also, about the Manet's Olympia, it occurred in realism or during the realism period, where it took place in Paris. There was a high level of prostitution, which pushed the artists to make their paints about the prostitution, and then there was no creativity and innovation because they used the real experience from life, like prostitution, to the real experience things that likely to be in their life. And also, Manet was influenced by Venus of Eurobin. About the reference list, as you see, this is the reference list of each and every in-text citation that I used. And this is the end of this narration. Thank you.